Hello, everybody, and welcome to another brand new episode on Boundary Line Podcast. Here, Dillon Pink along with Sheldon Dougherty on the show, and things are getting heated up. Things are getting spicier at the World Test Championship final between India and Australia. And what a way this game has turned. Who would have ever imagined on the first 3 days things were going Australia's way and India having a slight glimmer of hope there that things can go in their way? But all that and more, we're going to be discussing. Sheldon, my man, how's it going? You're still in San Francisco, I see, which is very nice, but looking good for India? Or you think the unthinkable can happen? Or is it still Australia who is going to run away with this test match?
Dil, as you were saying, San Francisco, bright sunshine, like at the Oval yesterday and day before. And I must say, though, Dil, going into the last day now, India's still in it. And who would have thought that after day two? Because after day two, it was all Australia, Dil. They were well on top. Everyone thought maybe 4 days Australia will win this test. They were so far ahead. And then the last 2 days, I must say, India's fight, though, and to get back into the game and to still have a chance going into the last day, that's all you could have asked from India in the last 2 days. And I thought yesterday, especially, the way India batted was so positive, and there's still a chance going into day five. And miracles have happened. Think Gabba, think Headingley, think a lot of test matches recently. So very much still in the game going into day five.
They're very much still in the game, rightly said there. But let's take it back there for our viewers just joining in there. Australia started day 4 on 132 for 4 there, but in the end, they declared at 270 for 8. Alex Carey playing brilliantly there. Mitchell Starc also contributing there. And Sheldon, you would have to think that probably India missed a chance there, because if they had to get a few more wickets there, they could have been well chasing under 400. You never know. Right. And then I don't know whether the approach would have been the same or would have been different, right?
Yeah, Dil, I think that was a good point. I think the carry Stark partnership, India could have bowled better there. I thought they let them off the hook. Like, to concede a lead over 440 was a lot. I mean, they could have done it below 400 because they got Manas out early, they got Green out early. So they were in a good position early on. But yeah, that partnership was good. Fair play to carry, though. I thought he's had an excellent game. When he's not reverse sweeping, he looks a very good batsman. Like, he honestly has like all the shots, and a 40 and a 60. I thought Carey played two crucial knocks in the game.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Alex Carey there remaining not out at the end there on 66. And Sheldon, India came out with a very good approach, positive as ever. Rohit Sharma taking the ball all the way, all around the ground there, smoking it all around. But Shubman Gill's catch, that catch to dismiss Shubman Gill there by Cameron Green. What do you think it was? Was it out? Was it not out?
Oh, Dil, I mean, big talking point, right? But I do feel, Dil, I don't understand why they go through so many camera angles, because it just puts more doubt. I did think it was out. I thought Green got his hands under the ball, and I thought like they kept looking at it almost like it's going to change. I think we saw the same camera angle about 20 times, the way they checked yesterday. And I'm like, we're not seeing anything new. Obviously, Green also straight away he reacted like it was caught. But I mean, he was next to Smith and Warner, so we don't know if it was actually out the way those two are.
Oh,
But
look
yeah,
at
no,
the English guy in him coming out now. Sheldon, we know
bad.
the Ashes are coming. You don't have to already start with the
A
England
week early
Australia
for that
thing.
jam, right? But no. In fairness, though, I thought it was clean catch. It looked like Green's hands were under the ball. What did you think, though, Dil?
Like you said, even I felt the same thing. The more they were showing the different camera angles, the more I felt that, okay, this is going to go India's way. But I thought from a few angles there, it looked out. He had his hand under the ball there. And I thought it was a very good catch. But just, I know the law states very differently and things like that. You know, your hand needs to be completely under the ball and everything like that. But I thought Cameron Green did a fantastic job, and I thought it was out straight away, Sheldon.
Yeah.
But the other approach there, Rohit Sharma playing that sweep shot to Nathan Lyon, not required at the end. You had to feel that if Rohit Sharma was there, Cheteshwar Pujara still batting there at the end of the day's play, you'd have had to think it was all going to be advantage India, because Rohit was looking really, really dangerous,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Dil. I thought, yes, India were very positive, but I thought Sharma and Pujara will be kicking themselves because those are two wickets I feel they gifted, especially Pujara's shot. Dil. I thought that was awful. I mean, Pujara's either leaving wrong or he's playing a shot like that. I don't know what happened to him this game, but yeah, unfortunately, I thought Pujara came out very positive though. It was so unlike Pujara. Like he came out looking to score, but then I
Yeah.
mean it's a fine line, right? You're looking to score and reckless, and unfortunately he tried to play that, over the slips and he got caught. But yeah, a bit of an ugly dismissal for Pujara yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where I get annoyed, Sheldon. This is where I get annoyed. The fact that you've been in England for so long,
Yeah.
playing county cricket with Steve Smith and everything. Steve Smith freaking scores 100 there, and we got our guy who's gone there, and he just ends up with scores of 14 and now 27. Yeah, I thought it was a very rash shot from Pujara.
Yeah.
Not needed at that time. You just lost the Rohit in the last over. There's no needed. The ball wasn't moving that high also, for you to go for the
Yeah.
shot. I get it if there was a lot of bounce from the pitch coming up and then you can play that shot over the slip cotton, then it makes sense. But I thought it wasn't doing anything, not needed. Moving on, Sheldon, things are looking good there. That partnership between Virat Kohli and Rahane, just what was needed. And some of those shots, Sheldon, by Virat, you got to admit, be it whichever country you're supporting, some of the shots are just awesome to watch, right?
Oh, those are brilliant. The cover drive, especially of Virat, I mean, that's just so classy when he does it like that. And I mean, watching Virat yesterday, he looked like he wants it. He looked like he wants it
Oh,
really
yes.
bad. And I'm sure India will be hoping, India fans especially today, that Virat gets past that first hour. Because if he's there past that first hour, India are well in this game. Because Kohli in a run chase, I remember his knock in Adelaide, where he almost won them that game as well. Was it 450 or something? They were
Yeah.
chasing in that game all
Single-handedly,
those years.
almost he did that. Yeah,
He
single-handedly.
almost did that terrific knock. And I want to mention Rehane Dill because, sometimes people feel it's the end of the world to drop players when they're out of form. But how well did that work out for India? Because sometimes you need to drop a player, right? He was struggling in the Indian side a couple of years back and he went out of the side. He worked on his game some more. He came back and how good does he look now, Dill? He's arguably been India's best batsman this game, right? And even in the IPL, terrific. And he just looks a new player, Dill, the way he's playing Rehane.
Yeah, absolutely, Sharon. The first innings knock there of 89 has been absolutely brilliant there from Rahane. I thought he got India back there right towards
Yeah,
the end there. And at one stage, India looked like the lead was going to be really huge there. But to get the lead down
yeah,
to 180, 170 odd, I thought was
yeah.
really nice there from Rahane. But you're absolutely right. He's looked India's best batsman there. And it was a bit harsh there because wherever Rahane's gone overseas, he's done well. He's gone to
Yeah.
England. He's got hundreds there. South Africa, he's got, and of course, Australia, how much he likes that place. He scored everywhere around. So it was very
True.
different, for Indian fans to have him out of the team there,
Yeah.
get someone else in. But I felt it was a good decision to have him back in the team. And that IPL stint of his has just helped him so much. He looks a different player altogether. I don't know what it is, but the Dhoni touch, Dhoni magic is
Yeah.
work. Man, if that's the case, please send everyone to Dhoni just before any
I
season
know, right?
start, right? Like I don't know what he tells them. Like, to be honest, like that guy's got some crazy energy in him, right? To just change someone's mind and their
Yeah.
perspective towards the game is absolutely brilliant. But come day 5 now, tomorrow, what's going to be the plan there for India? Probably just bat 1 hour and see how things goes, or just go after it, because yes, the ball will be doing a bit there in this first hour at least or so. But what should be the game plan, Sheldon? Stick to the guns, keep attacking a bit, or just go for a draw?
Keep attacking till they have to go for it, India. I don't think they should wait around and see off the ball or anything. Attack Australia from ball one because Australia in the first innings we saw are a brilliant side when you let them bowl. Bowl in, ball after ball after ball, he can bowl in the same spot. And if you're just defending, you're not going anywhere. Yesterday we saw Rohit come out positive. He attacked Cummins in the first over, he hit him for 4. That's where India need to play, and that's the best way they play. They wanted the gabber like that. Rishabh Pant's innings, unbelievable there when he attacked the Aussies. And I think
Yeah.
Kohli and Rehane and Jadeja and whoever comes out to bat need to play the same way. And you never know if they get through that first hour or first half an hour and those two are still there, they have all the chances in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, Sheldon, it's looking that way because, like you said, 280 is not a huge score. Yes,
Yeah.
we've seen India doing that there a few years ago against Australia. But the thing, Sheldon, you mentioned about now looking in hindsight, since we're approaching the 5th day, that whole talk, whether to have Ashwin or not, I think India made the right call there, because in the end, now when you look at it, I thought it was just the Indian bowlers there They didn't execute their plans initially in that first innings against Australia, but I think everything has gone well for India. But they'll just be looking back at that first innings and saying that, yes, we gave away too many runs, right, to Australia.
Yeah, Dil, for sure. You're spot on. I mean, they shouldn't have conceded 450 runs, in that first innings. That was well below par. I thought the way they bowled on the first day, once they got 3 wickets down, was not good enough. I mean, you saw in the second innings how they adapted India and how they bowled to Travis Head. He looked like he couldn't play the bouncer, and it took India, almost 80 runs of Travis Head in the first innings to actually bowl a bouncer at him. And even Jadeja seemed to bowl well to Head.
Oh,
So it
yeah.
feels like India probably waited too long to start to try new things. I mean, it can happen, I guess, on the first day as well. Like, emotions are high and, not probably thinking, so things can happen. But you were spot on as well with the team selection. Definitely an extra seamer was the right way to go, because I thought even Thakur's batting as well proved pretty good in the
Yeah,
first innings,
man.
the way that he made
The
that 50.
Lord,
And
the Lord doesn't do
yeah,
wrong things. He can only do the right things
yeah.
there.
Dylan, if I'm not mistaken, 350s in a row at the Oval, right? As well
Oh,
for
yeah.
Thakur. He loves this place, the second home.
Oh, yeah, Sharon, absolutely. Shardul has been absolutely brilliant for India, man. No matter what you say, like, the guys doesn't seem, the best when you put him against the likes of Ashwin and Jadeja and
Yeah,
Siraj or whoever, but he's got something about him, Sheldon. You got to admit, he's got something about him. I
yeah,
mean, that Steve
yeah.
Smith dismissal. Who would have thought, like, Shardul Thakur taking Steve Smith, playing a wide ball and just, hitting it back onto his stumps? That can only happen when he bowls. There's
Yeah,
so many
yeah,
other bowlers
exactly.
trying to do it, but Shardul just comes in, bowls that, tempts Steve Smith to go for it, and he goes for it there, Sheldon. But looking back, Sheldon, finally now on this World Test Championship, the past couple of years, the way it's gone, I felt the two best teams are
Yeah,
here, and rightly
yeah.
so. Both of them have been absolutely fantastic, dominant over the past few years now. It all comes down to that day, Sheldon, tomorrow there, the fifth day. Which side is it going to go? Do you see a draw happening? Do you see Australia, like, bowling out India very early? Or do you see India like, no, we are going to take this all the way, get some Rishabh Pant vibes in them and then take it all the way. Kohli batting good, Rahane batting good, everyone in form almost there, Jadeja in
Yeah.
form, Thakur in form. What do you think is going to happen?
Oh, Dil, it's brilliant, right? It's set up perfectly. I mean, this whole World Test cycle, over 2 years, a lot of teams playing 5, 6 series, but it all comes down to the last day of the World Test Championship, right? Both teams still a chance. You'd say Australia's still favorites. Yes, we've discussed India could possibly win, obviously, but
Yeah, yeah,
Australia will fancy their chances. They get an early wicket or two, and, it's pretty much their game. But I think for India, the key is whatever happens, you lose an early wicket, it's okay. You can still win the game. Just don't go into your shell, I feel. That's the key for India. Okay,
yeah.
if you go down swinging, it's okay. At least you tried. But yeah, I think be positive. I think Australia will come out as well aggressive. I think early morning, Boland and Cummins might come out and they'll be fired up, because I thought yesterday they were not at their best, Australia, the ball as well. It seemed like, they were just very passive bowling to
Yeah.
India yesterday. So looking forward to today, Dil, and this should be an absolute cracker. Whoever wins, it's been a great final, I think.
Absolutely. The ultimate test. They're going to be
Yeah,
played at the Oval, day 5, which is going to be super interesting. 280 more runs to win for India,
yeah.
7 wickets left for Australia to get there. Virat Kohli batting brilliantly, Rahane batting brilliantly. It all comes down to this day. And say what you want, but Test cricket is well and truly back. It's an absolute brilliant day. Don't forget to watch the match there. It's going to be really, really interesting. And people are asking what's there for us next. After that, we've got the much awaited Ashes series, like we discussed, which is going to be up and running there. 5 test match series there. Australia playing brilliantly already, Sheldon. Should say that. England fans must be looking at it and like, oh God, Steve Smith, Labuschagne, they already
Oh,
smacking it around. Boland, Cummins, everyone's playing so well there. But that's going to be an absolute banger of a test series there. That's going to happen. So stay tuned for that. All that and more. Much more videos coming out, more reviews coming out. And do follow us on Instagram. The handle's down there in the description. Do like, share, and support the video as well. And subscribe to our channel, guys. We'll really, really appreciate the support that's shown to us. And also, if you have any ideas for our channel, do let us know in the comment section below. And we'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.